Yeah.
What makes it so strong so many times?
Um, I would say the passion, man. Like, why there's so much tension is I feel like that there's a lot of passion from both teams. There's a lot of passion from their line and our O line. So uh, they do a good job running around and chasing after the quarterback and making guys like uncomfortable. And when it comes down to it, like that's what like football is. Like the D line is supposed to like go out there and make our quarterback uncomfortable. And hey, good group of guys. Hey,
What is it about this matchup that brings that passion out even more?
say it
Or
again.
what is it about this matchup between Bills and Jets? Is it more passionate between these
Yeah,
groups, or how does that happen?
conference. From them being in our conference, or if I should say it with respectable tones, we share a conference together. And however you want to look at it, there's three other teams that it should just be a guarantee that we got to make sure that we handle. And that's the Jets, the Dolphins, and the Patriots. The quickest way to make the playoffs is handling our division and our conference. And not like we're looking for the quickest and easiest way, but we have to handle the regular steps, and the steps every year is win the conference.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems like you got a little something extra for the Jets. Where does that come from? Just going up against them, just kind of the energy that it brings. But where's that something extra that I may be perceiving come from?
um, you know, life, life goes, man. Life goes a lot of different directions, but I would say over the years of playing the Jets over and over and over twice every year, like how I mentioned, like the tension is extremely high. Like not number 11, I think his last name is Johnson. Like he's hurt. Like even though like I'm gonna talk my stuff, I wish that he was playing. Right? Like I like great in competition. I actually prayed for him the other night. I'm hoping for a speedy recovery so we can get at it the next year or when he comes back. And the tensions are just high. Like the guys, they talk, we talk, and we're entertainers. And I'm for sure an entertainer, so I'm gonna entertain it. And why not? I like tension, and that's what I do. Snowman is gonna cause some cause some tension because that's what it is. Like who wants to play when everybody's friends? Like let's push ourselves. Let's see how it is when it's a rivalry. So then when we're done playing, the world will talk about this for forever. Like yo, the Jets ain't never liked the Bills, and the Bills ain't never liked the Jets, and it was a great matchup. And that's all it is. Creating the narrative that we want and that I want, and go after it. Come out swinging. So I'm for sure swinging.
And hearing from the coaches this week, it was about this correcting things from last week was about let's stay on the same page, make sure we're on the same page, communicate and collaborate. What have you guys done as an offensive line and an offense to take that to another level this week?
I'm sorry. The middle of your question, I didn't understand. Please.
So, Sean McDermott, it was about let's stay on the same page, let's make sure we're communicating and collaborating. How have you guys done
Yeah.
that as an offensive line and an offense this week?
Yeah, it's more so coming together in the meetings and saying what we like, what we don't like, what needs to be done, what doesn't need to be done, what we don't have to do, and what we should do. Like everybody thinks because you lose a couple of games that you got to rip up the process and start all over, but you don't. Like if a couple plays went different, the tensions like wouldn't be in this high, and everybody like wouldn't be a little frantic, which we're not. But all those extra questions wouldn't be asked. But what we've done is just put it in front of us of what we need to do and who we are, and don't make it bigger than what it's not. And just honestly just keep pushing with the confidence and the process that we practice every single day here. The process, the process, the process. It doesn't change. If we start meetings at 7 o'clock, then we start meetings at 7 o'clock, not 7:01. That's part of our process. And that's just the simple things that gives you just a chance to have a chance of victory.
There's no one is frantic or anything like that. Who is the calming presence right now? Like who is making sure the team doesn't get frantic about two losses?
It starts with the head. I would give all that credit to McDermott. Like he's been doing a great job of being himself and coaching. and I respect him so much because he's just been a great coach and just keeping us all where we need to be. And when it starts from the head, it all trickles down. Like we have a leadership council here, and me, myself, Josh, and like all of the guys that are in it, TB and Connor and all of the guys, like we take what comes down from him and sprinkle it down on the team. So it starts from him and then it trickles down through us as his little shooters.
For the offense the past couple of weeks, and now you're going up against a team that just fired its head coach. What's the message this week in terms of urgency and sort of matching that urgency from the Jets?
Just stick to us, man. Just stick to what we do, and don't look at nothing bigger than what it's not. Just stick to what and we do, and we'll be fine. You know, uh, we wish that we could have a perfect start every week, but it's just not realistic. If it was that easy, then we would have 100 Super Bowls. If we knew exactly how to do it or what to do or for everything to go right, like in this world, we're not robots. We're people, and I wish that we could be robots because then everybody would be happy, and then everybody would be sad because then it'll be all equal because the robots would be equally doing everything correct. But as people, we have to understand that there's going to be ups and downs of a game, ups and downs of starting a football game, and there's ups and downs of a season. And not to say that we're at a down or we're at a up. It's just follow the process. The process will take us there. You don't have to be undefeated to win it all, or you don't have to be undefeated to win the next game. You just have to stick to what you've been doing and see what happens when the clock hits zero.
James has been such an integral part of you guys' offense throughout the first part of the season here. If he's limited or just can't go on Monday night, what's your confidence level just with Ray and Ty and what you've seen from them and what you know from them?
It's still high because, the offense isn't Cook, and I'm a big Cook fan. So I would rather my dog be out there, but we all know that if he's not, there's somebody else that could take his spot. And we've seen guys that have already been in the rotation. Like just because Cook is not out there, there's a rotation of running backs that hit the field every day and every game. So it won't be nothing and drastically different. And the people that are behind them in the depth chart, they're great as well. So confidence is still high. It's gonna always be high, and I'm gonna always be in favor of my guys. I don't play by mine.